One of the more controversial aspects of the film was its graphic portrayal of sexuality, especially with casting your 13-year-old son in a scene where he loses his virginity to an older prostitute. How can you rationalize that choice?
You know, if my dad wanted me to help out at that age, I would have been happy as a pig, you know? It obviously didn't hurt the boy. But you got to understand what I was up against. I had to make this thing that would kick behind with no holds barred. I mean, the movie, for example. I could have called it The Ballad of Indomitable Sweetback in white tees. But I kept it. This was before Ebonics had been invented, you know? Sweetback's badass song. I mean, it was that way all the way. Don't forget, only 2 theaters in the entire United States would show it. No one would run an ad for it. So it couldn't be half of this or half of that. We had been inundated with liberals, sort of nice movies, where we always ended up dead at the end. And I said, no. I put everything in the movie that I wanted to see. I make movies like I cook. I put in what I like in case the other folks, well, you're going to have to eat it for the rest of the week. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. But I'm sure it placed you in a difficult position because of those choices. What kind of effect did making that film have on your life?
You know, but it had a major effect. For a long time, there were assassination attempts and all that good stuff. People don't give you a threat and then say, oh, you can get me at this number. The most dangerous ones I got were from black organizations, because they had decided how the revolution or how the change was going to happen. And here I am making it happen without them. They would say, we must take over the world this way, and we must take over the world that way. No. Just take over the world, goddammit. Jeez, that was some funny shit.
One of the other things that was revolutionary about Sweetback was that it sparked and fueled the much debated blaxploitation movement. From what you've said off camera, you really weren't all that pleased with this new film genre growing from your film's success.
Yeah, it's true that I was disappointed in the direction of the genre as a movement. Think about this. Shaft was the movie that saved MGM after Sweetback did its business. They turned around this white guy's script and made it into a black guy's script. I mean, listen, seriously. The only color in Hollywood is green, and they were seeing a lot of green after my movie took in all that money. But what was missing is that you'd watch Sweetback with an audience, and they were just dead silent. They were stunned, man. You could hear a rat pissing on cotton. Blaxploitation took that political message and suppressed it. They made it a caricature. And where before colored folks in pictures were either acting the fool or singing, now they were just acting out the new anti-hero stereotypes. The only benefit of the so-called blaxploitation movement was that Hollywood realized they were totally unfamiliar with the black vernacular. So they had to hire some black people, which meant the beginning of some job opportunities to do with costumes, the sets, etc., etc. And now, we're slowly beginning to see some of the fruits of that.
Mr. Van Peebles, we're just about out of time. Closing thoughts. Through film, music, art, and the printed word, you have worked with so many different artistic mediums over your extensive career. What advice do you have for aspiring novelists, filmmakers, or visual artists trying to break through? What approach should they take to ensure a better than average chance of success?
Well, just this. It's not how many times you get knocked down that counts. It's how many times you get back up.
Right on. Truer words have rarely been spoken. Melvin Van Peebles, as always, it's good to have you with us on Sweet, Sweet Badass Cinema.
Hey, thank you, Rusty.
Certainly, Melvin. From all of us at Sweet, Sweet Badass Cinema, thank you and good night.